just one of our many special guests for tonight. And by many, I mean the number's now at 53, so just bear with us. We're gonna have a good time. This next comic is one of my favorites. We've worked together many, many times. He's a funny fucking guy. I love him to death. Mr. Mitch Silvers. Mitch Silvers! I love you too, Craig. How you guys doing? You guys are great. Me, I haven't accomplished much this year, I have to confess. I haven't done much. I am proud of one thing. I got off my butt, I got into the car, I went to LA Fitness, and I canceled that gym membership I wasn't using. Thank you. Waste of money, useless. I tried self-help. I went to see Tony Robbins, you know, the 6'7" dude, Unleash the Power Within. I'm here to tell you, he is the real deal. 3 years ago, Tony Robbins changed my life. Now I want to change it back. 3 years ago, I was a practicing lawyer. Now I tell jokes to drunk people. That's an improvement for me, folks. It really is. And I love what I do, and I think we need more comedians than lawyers and politicians anyway. What do you guys think? Yeah. Shout out to Michelle Wolf this week. You know? Yeah. So anyway, anyone here from out of town? Outside of Florida? Sir? Delaware. That's the first state, isn't it? Do you know the second state? Hell with you then. I'm first. I don't know. Who cares about everyone else? 2 through 49. Screw those guys. No, so I love to travel. I just got back from a trip. I went to Panama in Central America. Great country. Amazing wildlife. We got to see this endangered three-toed sloth. He was high up on a tree, munching on some leaves. He had a little smile on his face. We watched him slowly make his way down the tree. It took a while, but it was worth the wait, because he was absolutely delicious. Right on the grill. Side of monkey nuggets. Unbelievable. I love wildlife. Oh, damn, don't worry. I would never eat such a rare creature. Medium rare. Medium rare. Come on, we got sick. Speaking of getting sick, terrible flu and cold season this year. Really bad. My wife and I both got it. And who's a bigger baby when it comes to being sick, men or women? Men. Always, right? Wait a minute. My wife, yeah, she had the same flu, same sinus pressure as me. She pushed through it, getting shit done. I wound up in a hospital, pushed to radiology in a wheelchair to get a CT scan of my brain. The doctor said, "Sir, it says here you're negative for a brain aneurysm, but positive for being a pussy." Now that's Obamacare, so I'm pleased with it. So take what I can get. But anyone here married more than 10 years? 50 years? How long? 22 years? That's even longer than me. It takes work, right? And to keep a relationship going. Different when you're dating. Round of applause. Who's dating? Who's here on a date? Oh wow! It's like nobody. It's the millennials. They don't date anymore. They just text and they send memes. They don't get a problem. So much different when you're dating than when you're married. I'll tell you. I was dating in the '90s. Together 18 years with my wife now. You know, when you're dating, you see each other. Your heart skips a beat. So remember. When you're married and you see each other, you raise each other's blood pressure. Last one to have a stroke wins. I'm currently losing. And when you're dating, you don't want to fart in front of each other. It's not polite, it's embarrassing. When my parents were married for 20 years, together they farted the soundtrack from Star Wars. Yeah. And my sister and I were in the back of a Nissan Maxima, with no air conditioning, after an all-you-could-eat seafood buffet in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I'll never forget that, but my wife and I are only 2 years away from that right now, and we're practicing every day. That soundtrack is really hard. The most embarrassing thing may not be farting in front of your spouse. Everyone does that, come on. It happened to me recently, and I'll share this. It may be when you say goodbye to your wife who has a real job, And she goes and starts the car, and you go and we start looking at an adult website, and it goes to the Bluetooth of her car. And I'm figuring out why the volume isn't happening on my phone, so I'm raising it up, The neighbor's going by with the dog. I paid for Bluetooth, now I have blue balls. And I like to watch the Disney movies with my daughter. You guys like the Disney princesses? We're here in the Magic Kingdom area here. What they don't do in the Disney movies, they don't show you. They live happily ever after, they say. They don't go and do a sequel and say, what's happening 5-10 years into the marriage? Because it takes work, right? To keep the relationship going. In the movie, Snow White was singing, "Someday my prince will come." Prince Charming, I hear, is not very good in bed. 5 years in, she's thinking, when do I get to come? After a while, she gets a little grumpy. Yeah, she's fucking grumpy. That's right. When she's done, she gets a little sleepy. And she doesn't mind getting some money on the side. Come on, by day she's Snow White, by night it's hi-ho! That's my time, everybody. I'm Mitch. You're a welcome crowd. This is your host, Mitch Schaefer. One more time for Mitch Silver!